Body look, mile like 3-6 pulled up, ski trip, cold winter. All my niggas eating good, I remember when we had no dinner. West side, east side, no side, both sides fucking with me. Check, coming, check, leaving flex season, fuck 12, come and get me. Get your ass to run around, high speed, chasing all the big bags. Bending corners, bending rules, bending necks, give your bitch a whiplash. Slide through hot knife, warm butter storm, gutter drain lane. Young man, old habit, still at it, tryna let my chain hang. True story, new story, 2-story, condo, B&B. 4 bath, 1 me, no key, like I did a B&E. B&Me so good, so hood, so not worried about it. 250,000 new views, old news, know you probably.
All right, what's happening, man? We is back, you know what I'm saying? So you already know what time it is. It's getting heavy with Heavy in the Streets TV. This your boy Clarence G. We got my boy DJ K Jizzle, and we got our special guest, man, Mr. Andy Williams Jr. in the building with us. What up?
Man, what's happening? Huh?
Man, chilling on it, brother. Glad to have you on this platform with us today.
For sure, fam, for sure.
So, I was wondering, could you give us like a little background of where you come from and what you're doing?
Well, my hometown, Aurora, Illinois, is where I come from. I guess you know that's the birthplace. You know what I'm saying? And right now, it's a movement we doing called "Let My People Go." It ain't something I'm asking. It's something that we declaring. And what I rock with is our indigenous rights. Before the colonizer came over here and conquered and enslaved our ancestors, we was already occupying the land. So we need to stop asking permission and walk in who we really are. So, I mean, that's the short version of it. And this ain't, you know, I ain't in no permission slip stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, and for those who know me, it's into the blueprint. And we got a vision back in 96, man, that gave us a platform where we should have been operating in. And one of the things we was missing and we haven't really elevated in is politics. So running for president in 2020 is because I knew that position will allow a brother to free the political prisoners. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if we know that that's what we can do, that's something we should have been doing. I'm not just talking about Chief. I'm talking about Mumia Abu, Jamal, Abdul Shakur, Shaka Shakur, Kwame. Like, the list goes on and on. I got letters from these brothers, you know, Shaka Shakur, and then writing me, you know, I get calls from them. And it's because we have to elevate our people to the mindset, and we got to stop asking somebody to do for us what we ought to do for ourselves. And one of the ways we can, you know, occupy the land is through the vote. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's the truth. That's what I meant. I done sued the United States, and I'm about to come at every last one of these states that's got these prisons, which is where they really plantations. Because if you look at it from the concept of what they do to the people on the streets, they say we running a criminal enterprise. But wouldn't they be running a criminal enterprise with the human trafficking and slavery? But you just call it public safety, so you lock people up? You human trafficking people? Ain't that what R. Kelly just got convicted of? So why the United States and the rest of these, you know, 50 states can't be, you know, we can't make the same allegations against them, which I am. So it ain't, you know, and this ain't about no show for me. It's about, you know, for me, I give honor to the chairman for enlightening me. You know what I'm saying? When the blueprint came out. And then a few years ago, I came into the full knowledge of self. And once I came in there, you know, like you in that room and the little pinhole light, boom, 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 and then the whole shades go up. The shade went up. And that's when I saw it. I'm like, you know what? This is the blueprint. This is where we need to be. And it really needs to be from a concept of, you know, no big eyes, no little U's. Everything we've been taught. Like, you know, if you apply the blueprint. But for me, applying the blueprint took me back to my Hebrew roots. Like, bam, you know what I'm saying? I'm a child of Yah. You know, them little Hebrew Israelites, them my ancestors. That book, David and them my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's my truth, you know, and to see that to see it being from a disciple and then knowing the spiritual aspect of a disciple and then knowing the history of the Hebrew Israelites, it's just it's a well rude awakening for me.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's enough, DJ Kizzle, because you know I can give you some more. You know what I'm saying?
Say, I know this. You did say one thing. Now, if I'm reading right, you launched the investigation on Bell County juvenile. Man, you're not even from Georgetown.
Texas?
Yeah. You're not even from Texas. You mean to me wow. How did you do that?
The mother, Amy Perkle, I was in South Carolina, and I'm gonna give honor where it is. My boy Trey, I wouldn't be at the platform I'm at today had it not been for Trey. See, Trey connected me with one of the brothers in South Carolina, locked up behind the wall, Brother Malik. Brother Malik told me it was a protest going on, so boom, I fly out to South Carolina. South Carolina, I meet a couple people. One of those sisters, Crystal, connected me with this lady, Amy, whose son was in Bell County Juvenile named Jordan on a human trafficking case, but he was on there on a murder, a capital murder, him and his sisters, but they have been human trafficked. And so when she got me and her, you know, I keep following up, and she telling me, man, this is what they doing to her son. So I find a lawsuit out of South Carolina that had sued the juvenile detention center, and then they shut it down and moved it around. So I took that blueprint, boom, 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 took Amy's facts with 3 other mothers with their stories, and popped a suit against them. That's what I did. But see, that same blueprint is what we could take across the whole United States. See, it ain't just, you know, it ain't just Bell County, Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's every plantation, quote unquote, juvenile. They're all plantations, brother. At the end of the day, any penal institution ain't nothing but the evolution of a plantation. That's all it is. And so what we have to do is we have to set up the Black Wall Street, I would say. You know, Black Wall Street, but not just for our people. It's got to be for all people that want to be enlightened. Because when they talk about criminal justice reform, I'm saying, no, abolish slavery. You can't reform something that was never intended to be reformed. It's doing exactly what it is doing, making $86 billion a year. So how do we, you know, how do we get into that? What we do is we offer prevention, intervention, and redemption. That's what we do. And we police our own people. But we don't police them in the fact that we're going to put hands on nobody. We resurrect the Black Panther Party platform. You know what I'm saying? We again, if we get to the basics, it ain't nothing but the children of Israel saying this is the platform we doing. We honoring, you know, our Heavenly Father as the Yah, the Creator, whichever the Creator want to be. But if your Creator is telling you to oppress me, man, real talk, fuck you and your Creator, because the Creator I fuck with don't oppress nobody. It's all about freedom. And when he told Moses to go tell Pharaoh, let the people go, and Pharaoh didn't listen, Yah went in there and handled that business. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just a messenger. But in the meantime, I'm finna pop this pen and paper on y'all. You know, y'all don't, listen, bro, I'm not worried about what their response is, how they gonna respond. At the end of the day, we the willing is here. We is here. And we here to occupy the land that was swore to our forefathers. I don't care what your ancestors did. I ain't even trying to relive that. We here right now. And we want our chief. We want our chief. He a prisoner of war. Bring her chief home. While you at it, bring Gino, Chief Malik, and the rest of them brothers too. They all need to come home. Because when you look at the roots of the original tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel, you won't never look in the scripture and see nothing about no damn gang. You see some tribes. And these European and colonizer ancestors started calling us a gang, and then we answered by that. That ain't nigga, a gang of who? Bigger gang of niggas, Democrat, Republican. That's a gang.
You're right. That's true.
But that's what we doing in Bell County, man. some other people out there. We finna hit a plantation, man. Like we coming at these whole states, bro. And at the end of the day, you know, a brother gonna take this platform again come 2022. And every other candidate that's gonna step up there, they're gonna talk about what they gonna do. And all I'm gonna do is show them my rap sheet. Wow. This is what we done did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't, bro, listen, my campaign is gonna be the same 3 things I said last time. When I go up into 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, only 3 things I'm gonna promise I'm gonna do. Number 1, I'm gonna go to the post office, change my address. Because I got new residents for the next 8 years. Public housing, baby. Number 2, I'm gonna put some new people up on the wall. All right, it ain't the White House no more. It's my father's house, and in it there's many rooms. So we're gonna occupy it different. We're changing the scenery. The 3rd thing, and when my queen hear this, she gonna tell me stop saying it, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna call Christian Grey from 50 Shades of Grey. I'm gonna say, bring your little architect team over here because I need to make a red room down there. So you know when me and her get on Air Force One. It's going down, baby. You know?
The boom boom room.
You know, boom, right. That's it.
Say, yeah. But yeah, so hey, call me so I can come. But I got a Democrat Republican legal group. What's that?
So we have in 1790 there was the 3rd political party was called the Democratic Republicans. They dissolved in 1824. What I did is I resurrected that party. And the reason why, because I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican, we about freedom. But you're not going to beat one of those 2 political parties, and ain't no way in the world I'm going to join one of them 2 political parties because the foundation of them is corrupt. Not so much the Republicans, but now they done switched. And the Democrats and the Republicans, especially the Republicans' foundation is based on oppression. They oppose anything that dealt with abolishing slavery. So now you got this new generation that don't know the history. But you know, any seed, like, can't no good fruit come from a bad seed. That it just don't happen. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so what we did is we resurrected that Democrat Republican Party to show we the United Party of America. Our platform is freedom. So that's one. And we got the hip hop part of it. We got the freedom. Then we got the regular Democratic Republican Party. And then the Democratic Republican legal group is how I'm popping all these suits against the people. I mean, against these, the government and all that. Like, hey, we the political party that ain't worried about you voting for us to make a change. We doing a change right now. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you think you're going to vote for a nigga to get out of prison, that means your vote has the power to keep me locked up. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not voting on nothing. Listen, we going to the courtroom and the boardroom. I will see you in the courtroom or I'll see you in the boardroom, which is the ballot. But I'm going to tell y'all this. We not stopping there, bro. We got the World Court, United Nations, the shit that Malcolm was on. We got to resurrect that stuff that our ancestors was doing and stop looking at the current administration saying, will you save me? No, I'm not going to save you because they don't. Y'all know it. It's the blind leading the blind. They don't know where the hell they're going.
Right.
So I can't ask them. So we have to step up, you know what I'm saying, and show a united front. And it's got to be, man, listen, old man said this, real niggas go to the polls. This is what I'm going to say. Real niggas run for office. We got to run for office. And I'm not saying that's the only solution, though. But at some point, we got to say, listen, bro, I ain't had no experience running. You know what? Look what I did. Now, I ain't had us ready for this. But this is what the hell I did. I got the little congressional candidates book. You see what I'm saying? When it was time to run. And I read through this joker, highlighted it. You know what I'm saying? I studied the hell up out of this stuff. And then I got the federal election campaign laws. You know what I'm saying? And I read this stuff. And I highlighted what was applicable. And you know, y'all ain't seen no brother. You're gonna see this on my documentary. But this Jimmy Carter, they wrote me back when I wrote it. I said, Jimmy Carter, give me your endorsement. Because Jimmy Carter, the coldest president ever to me. Ain't no, man, listen, Jimmy Carter, man, that nigga lived his platform today. 96 years old, building Habitat for Humanity. He is a man of straight principle. So that's who I would. Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? You ask me who my favorite president is. Well, I'm going to say it depends on who you're talking about. But if you're talking about this divided States of America, I'm always going to say Jimmy Carter. Always. Always. Look at the man, bro. Look at what he doing. He got fruit. You can see the fruit that bears from that man's tree. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And if you study Jimmy Carter's life, you'll realize he had division in his own party because he wasn't standing up for that bull crap. He was a man of moral principles and integrity. And he didn't do what was popular. He did what's right. And that's what a statesman is. See, we only know about politicians, but Frederick Douglass was a statesman. You know, a statesman is more concerned with the next generation than the next election. So with the Democratic Republican Party, that's what we teaching. Statesmen. We're not teaching politicians. Because if you worried about being a politician, you're only concerned about the next election. But if you worried about a statesman, you worried about representing what's right for today, even if it's not popular. You worried about what's right for that next generation. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
and that's what we're doing with our integrity, our morals, our values, our principles. So if we don't lead by example, then who else gonna do it? We have to do it. Right.
You're right about that. We definitely got to start standing up for ourselves and working together.
Right. You know, but a joker laugh at me. I probably got about 17 votes. Bruh, I made history in it. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Because you could better believe
you did it.
And gonna do it again and gonna keep doing it and doing it until I don't know. Really until I can't say when. You know, it's spirit led. I can't really tell you when. I just don't know. But I do believe come January 21st, 2025, I'm gonna have an occupied White House. That's what I think.
So you speak it into existence.
Yes, sir. Yeah. You know, you come through, have barbecue in the backyard, front lawn. We're gonna have low rider day. You know what I'm saying? 22 day. We're gonna have ride the horses. We're gonna have the cowboys ride through it. Hell, I might even have the Ku Klux Klan march just so I can find out how to keep them damn robes so white. We can't keep our Air Force Ones white longer than 3 days. Them motherfuckers out there lynch them up. Keep the robe white to them up.
Yeah, once you get them Air Force dirty, that's it. It's a done deal, man.
So how they keep them sheets so white? They been lynching niggas and burning crosses. I ain't never seen one of them Klan robes dirty, bro. Just tell me what y'all do.
You ain't lying, man. Them things be white as hell, man.
But if you really think about it, the Klan ain't our enemy. Ignorance is our enemy. That's what it's all about. Ignorance is our enemy. And you is not going to win as long as we keep dealing with hate. We can only conquer evil with love. And when Co-Chair Duffy transitioned on and the brother spoke, I think it was Wendy spoke. One of them spoke, and they brought up love. The most powerful force is love. You know what I'm saying? And it's so hard to love somebody you don't even like. But when you learn to love who you are, you can love. It don't even matter. I can love you. Don't mean I trust you, but I can love you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're going to conquer the land. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what old man was talking about. I'm trying to wake that sleeping giant. That sleeping giant was we needed to learn how to self-love. Man, bro. And man, I'm talking from experience. This ain't no shit I'm making up. I ain't went no damn school to tell me about this. You know, I found somebody that was created 100% for me, and it was me. And then when I found out who I was, then I could love. You know what I'm saying? Now I could be happily married ever after. You know, I couldn't be happily married ever after if I didn't know how to love me. And that's the component that we have not been taught. So we haven't been taught that. We don't know how to put that into our family. We don't know how to put that into our home. We don't know how to put that into our community. You can't take care of your home and teach your home. You ain't got no business going out nowhere. Real talk.
All right. You're right about that.
So,
You're right about that. We've been.
And that's why I give Barack his props. Cause him, his wife, and them 2 daughters, bro, that's a model. You know what I'm saying? It looked real than a motherfucker to me. Then you see look, you see Clinton and Hillary division. You see George and Laura Bush united. You see Barack and Michelle united. You see Donald and Melania divided. So what do you think the kids look up and see? The people look up and see the other people. They see that and they think that's what you got to do to make it. Bullshit. I'm squeezing wifey booty at 77 years old. I'm squeezing that ass. Hey, nigga. Keep that love going, brother.
Right.
Real thing. That's the only way.
You know it. So once we really put love back, in the 60s, man, I think one of the best things I've been able to do is to holler at these brothers that's the political prisoners that's still locked up. Because they had a powerful, powerful movement. That's why they brought out COINTELPRO. And now what they got? RICO? Come on, man. Yeah. And one thing, fam, that if it's one thing, because I'm sure our listeners is part of the family, I want y'all to know this. It's not a crime to be part of no street organization. It's not. You have a First Amendment right of association. They have literally criminalized our status. And you cannot do that, bro. Bro, man, listen, when I pop these states, man, on these RICO charges, bro, you couldn't even create a RICO law. You couldn't even create it because it was discriminatory intent. Because they looked at the Italian and Sicilians and they went after them. You can't create a law that focuses on one group of people. That's discriminatory. Right. And so people keep doing it. And again, fam, that's why I gotta go back to growth and development. And the concept, it was written. And it said, whenever you want to pull up a weed, you got to get it from the root. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you just chop it off, it's going to grow back. That part enlightened me to say, if I really want to understand what they doing today, I got to go to the root. Where did all this crap start from? Where did this begin? And once I began to realize, oh, so they studied the RICO laws for 25, 30 years. Then they brought it out in 1971 against Sicilian Italians. Well, hell, we should have been attacking that. That's unconstitutional. Now you got all these mob people coming home. Because who the hell you think I'm going to go talk to?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What you want? Nothing. I want nothing from y'all. Nothing. Because this is what I do to get people free so we can begin to love. And, these niggas is grown, old, man. Ain't nobody thinking about doing nothing wrong. People just want to live the last days with their family, man.
Right.
The United States system is so set up on punitive, it's not about restorative. And that's because the United States, the spirit, not the people, the spirit of the United States is fear. It is fear. Because at some point, the descendants is going to rise the fuck back up and be like, no, nigga, this our land. No, player. And they've been afraid of that. But see, we done rose up to say, we ain't trying to take shit from nobody, but we don't want nobody taking shit from us either. You can live over there. I can live over here. I don't want you to go to prison just because you done locked up another nigga. No, but I want you to go get the help in the reformatory school, which is dealt with restorative justice. If you ain't mentally stable, you don't need to fucking be out here, period. But get your mind right, come home. You know what I'm saying? That's all that we really saying. I'm not saying we don't need to have some sort of institution, to restrain a brother. Because when you look in the scriptures, these brothers kept going to prison. And every time they went to prison, they got enlightened. And boom, they come back out. Bam, man, Paul, all this. So then you look at where we at today, they don't want to let these brothers out of prison because they've been enlightened.
Right.
So guess what? We need to run for governor, attorney general, and every other position on this damn planet that gives you the written authority to pardon, parole, and let motherfuckers go.
So how would people go about doing that? Running that's never ran. What's your what would be your suggestion or your advice for anybody?
So I got a website, drnp.us. You know, and as a movement gets out there and people start seeing it, whoever don't know, come to us because we're gonna teach you. Our goal is to have 6 representatives in every state. Every state across here, 6 representatives. We only need 31 states to win, you know, the election, really, to be president, you know, to get the electors. But see, now that I understand how to do all that, that's what we're building right now with the movement state by state, you know. Okay. And so when we get 6 representatives in each state, that 6 means we got 300 people nationwide. 300 people. 300 people is an army. You see what I'm saying? Because we need somebody that represent them lawsuits like Amy got in Texas. You know, we need somebody that's going to take care of the database. We need somebody going to take care of the teaching. We need somebody to take care of the paperwork. It's all the same paperwork. You just know the laws. And, bro, that's what I learned that first election. I learned how many signatures it requires to get on the ballot. I learned how many, you know, when you got to file your reports. I learned that if you ran a campaign and you didn't spend more than $5,000, you don't got to report. No money. Well, shit, every last one of us can do a campaign for less than $5,000 on the federal level. Think all we need is some damn flyers. So what we do is our platform is 3. Abolish slavery, eradicate poverty, end the war. We already got the flyers because I made them. You see what I'm saying? Just put your face on here. We already got the template for the website. We can get a website for $100, $200. So now we know. And all we doing is taking this platform and we, like if you was running, okay, Clarence G running, you know, he with the DRNP party. Well, we're going to make sure all this paperwork is straight because at the end of the day, at least people going to be aware. But then Clarence is going to tell his personal story though on the campaign. Yeah, I represent, you know, Abolish Slavery, Eradicate Poverty, this. But this Clarence G, this is who I am. This is where I'm from. So now that gives you a platform to speak, to have a voice. You don't need to win the election, bro. Because we're going to do what we're doing regardless what the outcome of the vote is. You see what I'm saying? Right. We're not looking for the vote to be the solution. We're looking for the people that have the power to be the solution.
Right. People are going to make the change.
You damn right. We outnumber them 535, 85, whatever number in Congress. We outnumber them. So why the fuck do we keep going to them, asking them for change?
Yeah, why? We got to go back to the roots. We shouldn't do that. We should go back to the roots, just like you said.
Yep. And then when we do that, we controlling our dollar in a community like Black Wall Street. But you know what we're not doing? We're not trying to oppress somebody. And that right there, bro, I think that's what separates, you know, a lot of things that I'm trying to do with other individuals. Because I'm not trying to separate from people who want to love. But if you want to hate and oppress, great. Stay the fuck away from me, because we already know, nigga. I'm not, Jesus said turn the other cheek. Martin Luther King did. I'm turning the other cheek with my wife. That's about it. She can smack me on the booty, I turned it over. So I ain't turning the cheek when nobody hit me. I'm Malcolm, nigga. You put your rifle down, I put my rifle down.
Right. You know? We got a brother come in. Where the brother's statesman not focusing on the election results.
100. Yeah. Because see, that's where the integrity comes in at, you know. Too many people running for office to be seen. Nah, bro. We got, listen, bro. When I talk about the blueprint, what I mean is there's nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing. So when we look at, you know, you want to reduce quote unquote gang violence, well, Father Greg Boyle out of LA got the Homeboy Industries. Well, that's a blueprint. You got the OG out there in Texas. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Abdul Chappelle. He out of Texas. You know, these brothers got the United Hoods of America. That's the blueprint. So we take that blueprint, and that blueprint is from LA, Chicago, Detroit. You know, it's all over. But it's United Hoods of America. Or we got it, United Streets of America. The hood president. You know, we take this all over. We don't need to reinvent something. And then when we start building our own gas stations, grocery stores, our own cars, our own hemp farms, well, hell, nigga, I ain't finna give you no damn kilo when you come home. Nigga, I'm gonna give you a management position on the hemp farm. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm gonna do. You ain't got no money, shit, don't even worry about it. We building houses like a motherfucker right now. We got the land. See, that's what the real love comes in. You know, I ain't trying to tell a brother, man, you ain't got it. Wait till you get up. Nah, nigga, here. Straight up. But I need you to pay it forward. I need you to get back. Well, Clarence, we don't got to talk like that because we cut from the same cloth.
Right.
We already know. And if the Migos is bringing avocados over, nigga, well, let's have us a salsa party then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And we're gonna legalize cocaine for this medicinal purposes, not for the drug addict. Because what we do is we deal with the mental health. So our social service program is the same thing they did with Malcolm X when he went to jail. Detox, nigga. Get free from that damn demon. Get free from it.
Right.
And when you love a motherfucker, you don't want to see them out there destroying their own self. That's it. We don't want you to see you destroyed. I don't want to sell dope to your damn mama because, nah, nigga. Man, your mama out here bad, nigga. I'm finna go cuff her. Your daddy out here bad. I'm finna go cuff that nigga and put that nigga in that padded room over there. Get his nigga right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we tell the guy, if we find out you selling dope to do, we'll tell the police on your ass, motherfucker. Because we got to take care of our people. It's one of my homeboys, Taron Muhammad, he always says it's going to take us to save us. Well, that's how it's got to be. And then, for those, I subscribe to a Hebrew Israelite. That's just what I do. And I look at that blueprint about restorative justice and how the scriptures went. And I'm not talking about how some oppressive slave masters that knew how to read but had no spiritual guidance and were trying to beat something into a nigga. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the spiritual aspect of the word, not the oppressive part of the word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so when I look at that, I'm like, we could be that today. You know what I'm saying? I love you, and you don't have to love me, nigga. I don't love you because you love me. I love you because my father tell me, hey, son, this is what you ought to do. And sometimes I don't listen. But at the end of the time, I try to, I ain't finna tell the nigga, the father. I talk to God, call him the father, because there's too many guys out here. So he's the heavenly father, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai. You won't get technical with Pop's name,
Right.
But I always listen. I don't always listen.
Yeah. No.
But I try to, fam. I really do, man. I really do. I was on the phone with LaShawn Ford today. He just one of the state reps out here in Illinois. Chicago, and we trying to buy this building for $5 million. And he was like, well, what the mayor talking about? I said, well, the mayor, he said, basically, I need the mayor's support. I said, well, he basically told me no. I can show you. I made him sign a non-disclosure agreement. And I said, but I don't hold it against him. And this is why. Because I know the creator closed that door. He didn't. The father did. The father didn't want me to go that route. Because if the father wanted that route to go, the door would have opened. So I don't take it personal with the mayor because you don't get it. But what I do take personal is stop saying you grew up in the hood, nigga. You don't have hood credentials. You don't conform to that oppressive ass system. So don't come using your testimony about you was in the hood. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Because nigga from the hood always gonna come back to the hood. Ask Frederick Douglass. Ask Harriet Tubman. Ask Surgeon the Truth. Ask Stan Tukey Williams. Ask Chief Malik. Ask any one of these motherfuckers that ain't never abandoned the hood.
They're always gonna come back. Right about that.
Damn right. Because they know the people is oppressed. So you don't want to see people still oppressed. That's why they was laughing at me when I said you the hood candidate. Man, that hood candidate is a brand now. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It's a brand name. They got a suit with a hood on. What?
Hey, but that's the brand. That's your brand. So you got to run with it.
You know it is, man.
We got another brand. Got Robert Jr.'s comment. Once lost, but now found. So right, brother.
Yeah. Man, I'm glad we got it to work, bro.
Yeah, man. It's definitely loving it, man. Loving it.
I still can come out there though, fam.
All right, yeah. Still gonna come out here, man. Get you back up here. You know what I'm saying?
It's Austin's birthday coming up too, man.
Actually, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, I was out there last year for his birthday. I was out there last year, man. We went and broke bread with him.
He's supposed to be going out tomorrow night. Matter of fact.
Hey, he better not have me post some of them videos my queen took when I was out there last time when he was out there. Yeah. But
Zeus, we got Zeus on watching, tuning in with us. What's up, brother Zeus?
Yeah, Zeus, you know what, man? That brother, man, he posted a lot of positive stuff on that campaign. You know, he was doing videos, man. The brother was, hey, it was solid. This conversation was solid, you know. But like I told people, I wasn't worried about no numbers, man. You know, if we look at history, Joe Biden ran for president 3 times. We don't ever talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Hillary ran for president, had all the numbers, and she lost. We don't talk about that. And if we don't start somewhere, what? You know?
Right.
By the time next year, 2 years from now, man, it's going to be cats all across the United States running for office under the Democratic Republican Party. And listen to this. This is how we're going to do it, fam. This is our platform. If you run on our platform and switch it, don't even worry about it. We'll recall you ourselves. That's how we gonna rock. We ain't finna be tripping. Ain't nobody gonna play no games with us. We serious about this because we know you got kids, I got grandkids. Man, listen, man, we got to get this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Back in '96, old man was talking about we at the point of no return. Nigga, we is at the point of no return. If we don't get this shit right, ain't what the fuck we gonna do?
Right. So right. Yeah. It's time. It's time is now.
Time was back in '96 with the Resurrection CD, man. You know, that CD, man, just boom, you know. It's wait till you see the documentary we working on right now called A Visionary. And it showed they locked me up in the mental health center. And what I was saying in the paperwork. Talking about, man, I'm a free old man, you know, woo, woo, woo. Like this, because I had became so conscious, but the light was so bright. Look, I was blinded by the light, but I could see something different. And I sat back from '96 all the way to 2019 to just, you know, figure it all out and then say, boom, I get it. It's like I heard Chief talking to me. I said, man, I get what you were saying now. I get it now. Then I hear Frederick Douglass talking, you know, Marcus Garvey talking, you know what I'm saying? King talking, you know, Bobby Gore, because I politicked with him before. And I just hear their messages, you know, how they were saying this, boom, you know, you hear Tupac, Prince, all these cats, just the ancestors just speaking, saying, look here, man, we're going to give you all this if this is what you want. I'm like, why not? Shit's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you begin to realize so many of us had a solution, but we waiting for somebody else to do it. And we cannot do that. We cannot wait on somebody to do something for us. The time is now to move, bro. You know? And this is a little short story. I just bought a truck yesterday. It's a 2017 Chevy Silverado. And I was taking the guys home from painting. That's what I was late. Dude was 30 minutes off today. So that 30 minutes threw my whole day off. Because, you know, I know how to calculate the time on what I had to do. And we was rolling, man. I remember I had this 97 RAV4 about 2 years ago. Bro, when I first got that car, I was so broke. I didn't have no hose to put the, you know, when you put the gas in the hose. Yeah, so I had to pull up to the gas station, jack the car up, go up under the car with the hose to put the gas in there. You know what I'm saying? To make it run. Yeah. That was 2 years ago, bro. And then the gas strap fell off last week. I was painting and was hitting the U-verse joint. And when the guy went to fix it, he said, oh, it's just the gas strap fell off. I thought it was something major. He was like, man, the whole under your car rusted out. If you took it off and put it back on. And then, you know, I started researching on a vehicle and I saw this truck, man. I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? That's what I want. And I got it, you know. But I said that to say, you know, 2 years ago, I'm riding home with these dudes and we remember the story, man, where my brother was pop. But you never would know that though, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't looking at what I didn't have. I was only looking at my family can't suffer. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I got to do. And then to see, you know, you elevated now, you buy a truck, you like, man, I'm going to grind. I'm going to get this paid off in 12 months. Well, I know what I can do now because I'm a creator. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I ain't waiting for nobody to do that. And I feel like that's the energy we want to teach at our schools, our hope centers, to teach this generation, you know, man, we creators, man. You got to, listen, I was supposed to meet with the newspaper lady for her to interview me for me to pay her to interview me. I don't want to be in y'all newspaper. I want you to teach. I want to sit down with her so she can interview me. So then I know how to interview everybody else and put them in our own newspaper.
Right.
Real simple.
Right.
I ain't finna go to no damn journalist school. I'll just sit down. Show me the blueprint. I have to ask the question.
Right.
That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, no, good. Okay.
And that's the simple form, you know what I'm saying? But we have to get to the mindset to believe that we can do that.
Right.
You know?
You're right about that. We got to change that mindset, man. That mind holds you back so much if you're not open to use it.
It's the only thing that holds us back, fam. It is the only thing hold us back is our belief system. You can believe you poor, you can believe you rich.
Yeah.
It's just the mindset. And if you believe you rich, you're gonna walk and talk and act like, and I don't mean like rich just financial. I mean spiritually rich. You know, your soul is prospered. You know what I'm saying? Because you can smile at the right motherfucker and they like, you know what, it's a good day. Here's the keys to my car. What? Okay, thanks, man. You know, we never know it. Bro, like I said, man, I'm always gonna be thinking on something, you know, big. And not for big for me, but big for us. You know, I want all of us to be, you know, prosperous, meaning like you ain't never got to worry about, do I got enough gas? You know, do I got to eat some damn ramen noodles? Nah, nigga, go to the farm, get you some vegetables. You know, fam on the farm over there, nigga, go on and get you one of them damn goats or something. You know, that's how we got to be living, where we can afford to give to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't soil the land. We didn't raise the animals. We didn't got the chickens that's giving the eggs. Fuck Jews. Jews ain't invested in our community. I mean, they could be, so I don't want to knock them. I don't want to say they do or they don't. But I'm saying we need to do that. And that's going back to the original garden where we was, you know, tilling the land. Straight up.
Most definitely. Oh, that was Brother K Jizzle. Said he's sorry he had to go. He had to go to work. He had to go get to work, but he said he's got more questions for you, man, next time.
Where he at?
He had to log off and go to work.
No, but where he at though? Where he stationed at?
He out there in Texas, out there in San Antonio.
Man, you know, he can holler at me, fam. You know, get a nigga the number. I like politics.
Most definitely, man. I'll make sure I shoot him your number.
Yeah. We reckon and empower people beyond boundaries without measure. And that's who we are. It's just who we are, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I really appreciate, you know, the whole new concept and what it did for my life. I really appreciate it, you know?
Yeah. You're doing good things, man. And that's you know, that vision brings that out of everybody if you really use it like you should use it.
Right. Well, Iowa, man. Hey, Trey, man, I got so much love for that brother, man. For real.
Yeah, he's a good brother. Good brother, man.
He don't know this yet, but I call him the co-visionary. You know what I'm saying? He the co-visionary. That's what I call him. I ain't told him that's what it was yet. He just the co-visionary.
He gonna know now when he see this.
Because that's what he do. He see visions, man. That brother, hey, and he implemented, man. That brother, when I was campaigning, man, that brother, like, just to see that nigga get on the phone and hit niggas and text niggas and boom, 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 I'm like, man, that nigga was so in tune with what was happening. I could not, I mean, we drove to Iowa twice, you know what I'm saying? Standing out there in the cold one time because that was just the gratitude I have for him so much. And, you know, what Austin and the brothers out there was doing, just shining, being that light, man. And, you know, I look forward to coming back out there to see the rappers, though, you know.
Most definitely, man. Definitely love to have you back out here. Robert spoke again. Happy Soul Day, Brother Austin. That gift is bigger than the present beneath the tree. Mind, body, and soul. Not poor anymore. Love, family. Already, man. Yeah, Brother Austin just got him a house, too, man.
Man,
bigger
that's
house.
love.
Bigger house. You know, he got a new arrival. I got a new arrival on the way. Got a little girl on the way. Wife is pregnant.
I got a little girl on the way too, dog.
Yeah, I'm about to get my guns up, man. Get some more.
Nah. Nah, I ain't got no girl. My middle daughter pregnant. She got a baby, grandbaby. I got another grandbaby coming, little Nola, coming the end of December. Yeah, ain't having no more kids. Thank you. Me and the queen, we ain't had no kids. Grandkids.
Already. I got grandkids. I got 2 grandkids.
What?
Yeah, man.
Dang.
I got a grandson and just recently born granddaughter.
Congrats,
out there in Texas. Thank you.
Congrats. That's cool. But no, the run for office, fam, you know, like I said, we building in by 2022, that platform gonna be so solid that we just gonna know every city, state, and you know, when a brother, somebody call in, whatever. Good night. Good night, baby. You wanna come say hi to Clarence G? This the grandbaby over here spending the night. She need to go home. Come on.
How you doing?
That's Mr. Clarence. Okay, good night.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, wait, close the door back, baby. Close the door back. Yeah, we gonna be able to show people how to do it. But at the same time, like I said, we have this blueprint called Hope Center. That's like a community resource center that teaches entrepreneurship, vocational training, deals with mental health, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. That's the building I'm trying to buy in Aurora right now.
Okay.
And so once we get the building, boom, we're gonna have legal in there. And it's 2 things I'm gonna call it: the Hope Center and the Father's House. So the Father's House is the spiritual aspect. The Hope Center is more like the mentorship, entrepreneurship. But the Hope Center is gonna be called Hope University, so you can get certification. And then the Father's House is gonna be called Kingsway University, so you can get certification. Both of them is faith-based. Both of them, huh?
Okay. Oh man, that's awesome.
So it's just our own college. It's our own college, our own universities. And I'm not asking the world to do that, because again, I'm stepping into my Aboriginal indigenous. And what I'm saying is, you wouldn't exist had you not stole my identity. You didn't have nothing. So why would I ask you to teach me about who I am? It's a spiritual thing. We're all spiritual beings. You trying to make me look, they trying to make me follow something that you wrote on a piece of paper. What you talking about? You done wrote some shit down. Some niggas done voted on. You said that's law. Man, if you don't get out my face with this bullshit, nigga. And the only way for people to understand that is to be taught that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So look, when we like, one of the things that we're gonna be doing is self-sufficient. Is you look at what Tyler Perry did from rags to riches, off of his stories. Clarence, you know right off the top of your head, right now, you know 10 brothers or 10 sisters or a combination of them both that got some inspirational, motivational stories that should be making movies out of this world.
Right. So
what the hell you think we're gonna do? We're gonna make those movies. We're gonna make the soundtracks to those movies. And then when we do that, that money coming back to the hood. Because see, you making movies over there in Iowa. I'm making movies over here in Illinois. Well, the money we make over here is the base for Illinois. The money you make over there is the base for Iowa. The money they make in Texas is the base for Texas. And so now we making that money wrap around in our state, in our communities. You know, ain't nobody going without. And that's how we do it. Because if a motherfucker trying to be on the Forbes list, nigga, this ain't for you. We ain't that. Nah, nigga. If I got a damn jet Clarence trying to get to Texas, nigga, my homeboy on the way over there. Don't even trip, nigga. You better ride with Trey, because he the co-visionary, so he can call the pilot. You can't call the pilot, but he can call the pilot. You better ride with that nigga when he comes. Let me catch a ride with you. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you know, like you look at Tupac, his documentary Resurrection, I think it grossed $7 million, or it cost $7. I don't really remember the numbers, but I know it was enough money. Dude charged me $1,500 to do my documentary. $1,500.
Oh man.
bro.
It's not bad.
You know, and he already made 4 movies, so he got some kind of experience. Of course, somebody gonna come along and say, "I could have did better." Well, you didn't. We got to start somewhere, and so that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it to be the best of the best when it come out. That's why we be waiting so damn long. We want it perfected.
All you just need is a good point across. That's it. Get your good point across, man, and you good to go.
Yeah.
The
That's
rest
what my
will fall in
queen
place.
always told me. That's what my queen would always tell me. She says, "Listen, baby, your name is what's good. It don't matter." Okay, she said, "You know, it do matter some of the packaging, but at the end of the day, they gonna see your name and they gonna be like, that's Andy. That's the hood candidate. He always talking some real shit. That nigga, he don't even talk no bullshit. He don't even do shit like that." But I do. I'm not straight, you know, not fun and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's when it comes to that business, man, we real about that shit, bro. We real about this business. For real.
Okay. Most definitely.
And if we can't, if a nigga can't see freedom, I can't force that on you. You know what I'm saying? I can't force another nigga to see freedom. I see freedom.
Right. You sure right. You can't force it.
Look, I saw myself in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. I had the damn, you see the CD cover hood candidate? It had the Oval Office in the background. Nigga, I was already in that shit. I got a picture of the bedroom. I said, "Baby, you see what kind of sheets you want?" You know what I'm saying? We need new mattresses, though. You know?
Manifest that, you know?
Yeah. And I guarantee you, bro, I'll be the coolest motherfucking president ever. And we will get so much shit done because I'm not the one that's going to be barking no motherfucking orders. I'm going to be the one showing people that what you need is already inside of you. I'm going to empower you. I'm not going to take the power from you. I'm going to empower you. And so when I talk about Yeshua, they call Jesus Yeshua, but that's his Hebrew name. His life and his message always about telling people you already have the power. He never did it for them. He would talk to them and say, "Why are you waiting on somebody? Pick up your bed and walk." You see what I'm saying? That's what he would always do. And so we always waiting for somebody to save us. Well, Jesus gonna save you. No, he not. He telling you what you need to do to save yourself.
Right.
And that's the message we're not getting. We're getting, "Well, I'll wait on the Lord." You keep on waiting, nigga. Shit. We wait another 400 years. I'm not waiting. Because he done worked this 6 days. Right. See, when you follow them scriptures, he worked 6 days and he rested. Okay. And whether the story is true or not, it's a blueprint. And that's how I look at it. It's true to me. Because when I apply those principles, they work. That's why it's true to me. That's the only reason why, fam. I done tried all kinds of other shit, and bro, it didn't work because I didn't stick around long enough to see it manifest. The only thing that I stuck around long enough to see manifest is growth and development, because that was a verb. That is something you had to do. That is something that I did, applied it, caught that shit, and was like, "This is dope." Yeah. And then I realized it was simple. It was a way of life. It was some instructions. It was like, what? What?
Opens your mind up.
Yeah.
Get you to think for yourself.
Yeah. And so I just feel that way, you know, like we all of us across the whole world, the advocates, the allies, you know, the activists, all of us need to be running for office. All of us need to be becoming entrepreneurs if we know how. We just need to, because then we'll be so self-sufficient. And again, government has a place, but it should not be to oppress us. The role of the government is to make sure our rights are not being violated. The government is the one that's violating our rights. You want to know the history of slavery in the United States? Look at the role the government has always played. Federal Housing Authority discriminated against housing. 1800s, Fugitive Slave Act. This all from the government, though. You see what I'm saying? The policies, segregation, school segregation, the government. Everything was from the government. And then guess what we do? We run to become the government. No, motherfucker, no. No, we're not doing that. No, and if that's what people want to do, stick to them Democrats, Republicans, or them other parties. Because we're not doing that. Our party is about freedom, about educating you. You want human rights? Great. I want inalienable rights. I want rights that you can't take away. Well, guess what? You can't take away my rights anyway, motherfucker. You know, one of the things, Clarence, I'm going to tell you is this. When they say you're a felon, you can't own a gun, that's basically calling you a slave. But the Second Amendment rights, you can't take away a right, bro. They trying to make our rights seem like it's a privilege. No, it's a right. So what I got locked up? You made these motherfucking laws. You don't remember the slave codes? Ain't those the laws that y'all put out after the 13th Amendment passed to enslave us again so you can do convict leasing? So you can keep making the economic empowerment dollar off of the oppressed people? Because you didn't know how to do what we did. You didn't want to work because you didn't know how to work and you didn't care to work and you was making too much money. You look at the history of Texas and all them southern states, 40, 50, 60% of their revenue was coming off of slaves.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And now I don't even want to say slaves, the enslaved, because we wasn't slaves, we was enslaved, we was kidnapped and conquered. That's what's up. And brothers want to take it to the next level, let's go get Great Britain. Because that's the one that took the tribe of Judah. King James and all them, that's the ones. You get them. You know what I'm saying? United States, they still pay homage to the Queen. Great Britain. What was it? The original 13 colonies? The original 13 British colonies. And guess what? We got the internet. You never get all this information.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I wish I'd have been ready. I'd have had the office together. You know, that's my wife's desk over there. You know? You don't even want to see all this paperwork here, bro. Yes, bro. But it's gonna be clean. I ain't got to work on next week.
It's all good. We'll get you back on the next one.
For sure.
We're gonna have you here in person. We're gonna have you here in person. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but I know what to do now. I just gotta plug the cord up into the computer, and then it'll be the live feed and not the Wi-Fi feed. Okay. That's what it was. Yeah, but nah, bro, I'm 100%, man. We set it up, get it straight, market it, and you know you gotta find a way you can get paid off doing this stuff.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Yeah. Bro, this is how we get our own TV show. Forget that dog on YouTube. We get our own stuff.
Hell yeah, you can. There's ways to do it too. I'm down for that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Heavy in the Streets TV podcast. You already got it. Just take the podcast off. Heavy in the Streets TV. You already got it, dog.
Yeah, man.
Man, well, I appreciate you calling me, man, having me on today, fam. I really do.
Most definitely, brother. I definitely appreciate you being here. We're gonna get you back, and we're gonna go ahead and sign out then, and let everybody get back to their thing, what they was doing. We appreciate everybody that tuned in, everybody that was commenting. We definitely appreciate it. We're gonna bring Brother Andy back another time, so y'all stay on the lookout for that. Next week, got another show, and then we're gonna do it on Saturday. We do apologize for the switch up on that, and then after that, we'll be back to every Friday. So y'all make sure y'all keep staying heavy with us, and we're gonna keep y'all heavy.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell that brother in the alley, man, about Heavy in the Streets TV, where it always goes down, because you know it always goes down. Let's give a warm welcome again for Mr. Andy Williams Jr. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, we out.
Yes. Peace.